So where we're at, the main exhaust port work is complete. So you can see here's the inner control ring path, the outer control ring path. So no different to an old school motor. It's still got support. In fact, there's still about just over 2 millimeters support along here, and maybe about 1.5 down the bottom here. So yeah, support is an issue. Obviously it's going to get a bit more heat towards those rubbers, but as I mentioned previously, it won't be an issue, especially for this engine being very much a burnout fucking weekender. So yep, so the main port retains the shape basically, so we're going to keep the same power stroke, and yeah, so this closing, sorry, it's not the closing edge, but remains the same shape basically. I just brought it out. This hasn't been touched, that hasn't been touched, just this curve here. All in here has been removed, obviously. Transitioned this down so that would be flat. You can see it's really flat now, and I've taken out about 15 degrees out of there, and it's transitioned away. I've taken the casting step out of here, you can see. And the next, what I always do on all these engines when I do this, or any porting, when I remove this casting, is I get my punch and I just punch the sleeve up nice and tight, so it makes it nice and flush, so there's no gap in there for deposits and that to build. So yep, all the rough cuts done now, so I just do a whole lot of file finishing, smooth off stuff, put the wire wheel in here and just get off any old hard carbon. Inside the runners, I don't get too carried away with some Instagram polishing, because a lot of people don't want to hear it, but in most cases you make almost no extra horsepower by polishing up all inside the runners nice and pretty. A little bit rough is actually a little bit better, because it helps with atomization, mixing up the fuel and yeah, with the air. So yeah, this one's obviously done as well. File finish now. File finish all around here. This little corner here is done. Just go straighten this up here, and then file finish all in here, down to here. The bottom part's done. So all in all, I've never really added up, but I'm gonna say it's about a 30% increase. If you did this alone, you'll make the same horsepower, even if you leave the exhaust, as the Bridgeport would. That's not why we do the Bridgeport. I'm not getting into that. We do it so it doesn't sound shit. So it's definitely the gain is this auxiliary port. Once you get the airspeed up, that's when this comes into play. So yep, next stage I'll start file finishing and cleaning everything up, and yeah, that'll be one plate done, or iron if you're in the northern hemisphere.